Well, nearly 20,000 asylum seekers could soon be granted permanent residency in Australia. Live to Trudy McIntosh. Trudy, it's an election commitment from Labor, but taken a while to take effect.
Yeah, they've finally got around to this one, Tom, something they committed to at the election. The Immigration Minister and Home Affairs Minister releasing a statement confirming that they are granting this pathway to permanency for almost 20,000 asylum seekers who arrived in Australia prior to 2013. It gives for them, they've been in limbo for some time, obviously, but now it gives them a pathway to become a permanent resident in this country, which would give them access to social security benefits, also Medicare, the National Disability Insurance Scheme, to name a few. Crucially, it only applies, though, if you arrived prior to 2013 when Operation Sovereign Borders was set up. There has been quite a lot of commentary this morning from the Coalition on this point. They believe that this is dismantling one of the pillars of Operation Sovereign Borders by providing this pathway to permanency. Cabinet Minister Tanya Plibersek this morning, though, indicating she does not believe this will in fact see any boats arrive.
No, because we'll still be doing boat turnbacks, and we've already done turnbacks since we came to government. We've still got offshore processing. These 19,000 people have been here for more than a decade. They've been living here, working here, forming relationships. They're part of the Australian community. We promised before the election that they would be on a pathway to permanency.
Whilst in this case so far it applies to a particular cohort, the message that it sends to the people smugglers is, quite frankly, that Australia is open for business.
While the government is indicating that there isn't a real massive change of policy here, it's interesting to see the communications out of Border Force this morning. They have released on their YouTube channel now 14 or so videos translated into different languages in the region with a very strong message. They reference the change we've seen in terms of this policy and then make it clear that if people are to try and make this journey now, they will not be allowed to stay. Take a look at the ad.
The Australian Government's decision to resolve legacy temporary visa caseloads does not change how Australia protects its borders. Let me be clear. Anyone who attempts an unauthorised boat voyage to Australia will be turned back to their country of departure, returned to their home country, or transferred to a regional processing country. If you attempt an illegal maritime journey, you will not settle in Australia.
So it is interesting to see that the government obviously deemed this to be a significant enough change that it was required to have this sort of communications message out there, Tom, that they want to make it clear to people watching in the region, and they certainly watch pretty closely, that there hasn't been a change to the extent that it will materially make a difference if boats were to start coming here. So interesting to see that happening behind the scenes in Border Force, whilst we haven't actually heard publicly today from either the Home Affairs Minister herself or the Immigration Minister.